Smackdown, man. It was pretty lovely tonight, and right now we got to give a 10 seconds of silence for the Gingerbread man. Welcome to the main event. I be your host, Main Event Fro. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. This is your Smackdown review. Cody Rhodes kicks out the show, and Ricky Saints pull up and says he's here to make the show about him. That's what I was like. We gonna see about that. Charlotte Flair and Alexa was getting interviewed, then Rhea pulled up and says only two of y'all, it's three of them. It's one of me, there's three of them. And she's looking to team up with them to face Fatal Influence. So we get the match. Charlotte Flair versus Jacy Jayne. And Jacy Jayne she been showcasing herself these last 2 weeks since she showed up. She been showing out. The crowd don't like her, even though this crowd right here let her talk. By her defeating Charlotte, I'm pretty sure her next showcase, they gonna boo her out the building again. But Jacy Jayne ended up defeating Charlotte Flair. They beat down Charlotte Flair. Alexa comes in, they beat down Alexa, and Rhea pulls up and takes out all three women, which I don't like. Like, Rhea should have took a beating too. You know what I'm saying? The Fatal Influence should have walked out with a nice victory under their hands. Truth was talking to Fraction backstage when Damian pulled up and says he'll be happy to face them for the tag team titles. And R-Truth was like, man, what are you doing? And he was like, didn't you say don't give them no title shots out? It's got to be earned or whatever. And Damian Priest was like, I said that? And Priest was like, yeah, man, what's wrong with you? So, Truth was like, what's wrong with you? So Truth playing mind games with Damian Priest. That's crazy. Your own partner playing mind games with you. We get the matchup, Damian Priest and R-Truth versus Fraxium. And R-Truth and Damian Priest win, but Solo and Tala Tonga takes out everybody. After that, they talk. Solo talk, says it's on site with Jacob Fatu. And the Usos pull up, said Roman Reigns said to leave Jacob Fatu alone. Now, after he faced Jacob Fatu, then y'all can do whatever. But before that, he wants to face Jacob 100%. Which I don't mind that, because if Jacob Fatu is 100%, he shouldn't have no excuses when Roman defeats him, right? But now I guess they're going to play this role of Jacob Fatu getting attacked by Solo, Roman Reigns getting mad. That put the Usos in conflict with the MFT. Jacob Fatu in between that shit. So it's going to be Bloodline chaos. Yes. So Tala Tonga takes out the Usos, setting up a match for later on. Sami was talking to Cody Rhodes and was like, we friends and this and that, we the same. And Cody Rhodes stops him at that and says, no, we're not the same. We get Cody Rhodes versus Ricky Saints, which is crazy because this is Cody's show and he didn't even main event. That goes to show you how strong they're looking at the Bloodline right now. A good presentable match for Ricky Saints, but he got no crowd reaction. Even when he was getting the best of Cody and he was emoting, still the crowd was lightly reacting. But Cody Rhodes defeats Ricky Saints. Gunther attacks Cody after the match. Gunther wants to challenge Cody for the title, and I don't mind this. If you watch See Wrestling, he pointed out that Paul Heyman was talking to Nick Aldis earlier during the Damian Priest and R-Truth segment. So I guess this was a change of brands. Paul Heyman to pull the strings to get Gunther on SmackDown type shit, even though Jacob Fatu going to both. But that's the Bloodline. They do what the fuck they want to anyway. So Gunther looks like he's moving to SmackDown. And this is good for Gunther. We can get some Gunther versus Jacob Fatu. We can get a Gunther and Drew McIntyre, right? And let's Drew go back to Raw. But we'll see. Gunther versus Ricky Saints. Gunther versus Trick Williams. Gunther versus Melo. You know, we can get that type of shit. But Gunther raised the title up, letting everybody know what he's there for. Danhausen comes out. The Miz pull up. He wants the curse gone. Told Danhausen, I'll be your mentor. Kid Wilson pulled up, and him and Miz play a trick on Danhausen, and they beat down Danhausen. Royce Keys versus Angel. And this was just a match. It was a filler match, bathroom match type shit. But Royce Keys defeats Angel. Tiffany was getting interviewed backstage. Chelsea pulls up, and I don't even mind this pairing. I don't even mind Chelsea Green pairing with Tiffany Stratton. I don't mind it. Julia pulled up with Kiana, and she said she got a rematch for Julia, but Tiffany shut that shit down and said, yes, I give you a rematch, but it's going to her. It's going to Kiana. I think this is the second time they did this, where Julia wanted a rematch and the other person chose Kiana James instead. So that definitely, I don't know why they taking so long to tell it. Like, they dragging this story out with Kiana and Julia. And I just hope they don't take too long to pull the trigger. And Kiana turns on Julia. Or Julia turns on Kiana. Either or. But the Tiffany and Chelsea pairing, give me that shit. Fatu pulled up on Royce Keys backstage, and they have a moment backstage. Right before it's Solo and Tala Tonga takes both of them out. So now you done inserted Royce Keys in the middle of this shit. I mean, they planted the seeds last week when Solo told Keys to join them, and he didn't do it. So that planted the seeds right there. Now he's involved. But maybe Royce Keys joins Jacob Fatu along with another member from the bloodline. And then Jacob Fatu run his 3-man faction. Then we just have a fucking Samoa dynasty blow up. My family tree blow up. You know what I'm saying? Sami Zayn comes out. He got the gingerbread in the ring. And Sami Zayn attacks the gingerbread man. Ripped through his face. Tried to rip his mouth off. Then he ripped the arm off. Then he ripped out a button and held it up like Kano from Mortal Kombat, like it's the gingerbread heart. Oh man, here comes Trick Williams. And I love the way they did it. I love it. Because the gingerbread man was a character, a part of Trick Williams. But now I think they want to revert to Trick Williams, being by himself. Coming out alone, doing what Trick Williams always do. But it was fun while it lasted with Lil Yachty. I heard he's going into training to try to get a match. So it may be him and Sami Zayn facing each other or some shit like that. The gingerbread man played a major part. You know what I'm saying? And it was the end of it. We ending the gingerbread man segment. And Trick Williams he chased out Sami Zayn, right? After he beat him down a little bit, Sami Zayn runs off. Trick Williams gets on top of the turnbuckle. And he kept looking at Sami, then he looked at the gingerbread man. Look at Sami, look at the gingerbread man. He got down, checked on the gingerbread man, threw up the X. Called the meds in, throwing up the X. Man, and this shit was hilarious. It was hilarious, had me laughing and shit. So backstage, Trick Williams was getting interviewed after he checked on Gingerbread Man, and he made this little joke about Lash Legend, and I was like, man, this dude got no filter. He got no filter. He's very untamed. Untamed Trick Williams. Let's go. And then the doctor comes out, and Trick Williams was like, give me the news. And the doctor let him know that Gingerbread Man didn't make it. This shit was golden, bro. And now Trick Williams got the serious look on his face and said he gonna whoop that Trick at Backlash. So Paige and Brie Bella versus Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, and so this was Brie and Paige surviving the irresistible force. So they end up picking up the win, retaining their titles, and we'll see where they go from here. But there was just a match, nothing building up to no story, no major stories yet. just a match. But we'll see where they go from here. Now, while Sami was talking to Nick Aldis backstage, telling him that he tired of the joke, this shit is a joke, and because they had a obituary on screen for the Gingerbread Man, right? Saying it's gonna be a funeral next Friday for the Gingerbread Man. And Sami was like, man, I'm tired of this shit. They keep joking, they're making this shit out of a joke. I'm for real. And then Aldis was like, hold up, man, this is a bad time right now. You know, Gingerbread Man just died. You know, and then Sami Zayn was like, man, you too? But Nick Aldis confirms the match. Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn at Backlash. Now we get Solo and Tala Tonga versus the Usos. This was just a match to carry out the Fatu story. So Fatu causes the disqualification. He attacks Tala Tonga. He attacks Solo. He takes them out. After he takes them out, putting Tala Tonga through the announce table, Jey Uso and Jimmy were still in the ring, and Jacob Fatu just walks through them with a shoulder bump on both of them. He walked in between them and shoulder bump both of them. And yeah, just letting everybody know that he's a lone wolf and he don't need no help right now. But eventually he gonna need some help, because I seen on the internet, I don't know if they showed it on TV or not. I don't remember seeing it or them mention it. But Jacob Fatu was on the phone talking to somebody. So they doing a phone thing with Jacob Fatu like they did Randy Orton, except they finna correct their mistake. That's what it looked like they're doing to me, correcting their mistake from Randy and using Fatu to correct it. So Fatu looks like he's gonna have some help. Looks like Roy Keys is gonna be by his side. This is gonna be a good showing for Roy Keys. Looks like he's gonna have an extra guy. I'm pretty sure everybody think it's Zilla Fatu. I think it's Zilla Fatu. But it could be a surprise and be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, y'all let me know what y'all think about SmackDown down in the comments. I'll be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.